Art of the Renaissance by Kiara Bowen. The term Renaissance is derived from the French word meaning rebirth. It describes the phase of European history. The art of the Renaissance is one of the most interesting things about the Renaissance, in my opinion. Renaissance art is the paintings, sculptures, and decorative arts that were created in a period of European history. Many changes experienced in the 14th and 16th centuries were inspired by the revival of classical art. The start of Renaissance art can be traced to Italy as far back as the 13th and 14th centuries. During this time period, artists seen themselves recreating and awakening ideas from Roman culture. Famous Renaissance writers also looked back into ancient Greece and Rome and wanted to revive their languages, values, and traditions of their cultures. A lot of the art produced in the early Renaissance was bought or commissioned by wealthy families of Florence, and some famous pieces of art just remained in Catholic churches for show. The highest period of Renaissance art began in the 1490s. Famous artists such as Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael, who are all considered the Italian masters, had their own unique style of painting, sculpting, and decorating, making themselves the best artists of the Renaissance. Leonardo da Vinci practiced a wide range of visual arts and topics. He's best known for his painting, the Mona Lisa, which is still used and seen everywhere today. Fun fact about Da Vinci is that he was also a pretty great sculptor. These are a few pictures of his most famous pieces. Michelangelo, another famous artist in Renaissance history, was known for drawing on the human body for his inspiration. He was a famous sculptor, and practicing on the human body was a way for him to perfect his work. His most famous pieces are named the Pietà in St. Peter's Cathedral and the David, also located in the cathedral. Michelangelo considered himself a sculptor first, but was also a dominant painter. Notably, with his famous painting of a giant fresco covering the entire ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Raphael Sanzio was the youngest of the three Italian masters. He learned everything he knew from Da Vinci and Michelangelo, and he went on to become a famous painter as well. One of his famous paintings is the School of Athens, which is located in the Vatican. Throughout the 15th and the 16th centuries, the Renaissance art spread throughout Italy into France, Northern Europe, and Spain. Renaissance art came to an end when there is an economic decline, which meant that there was less money for the arts. Eventually, the Spanish came to dominate the city-states, and this meant that artists had less freedom of expression. Later came the Counter-Reformation. By enforcing Catholic orthodoxy meant that artists and writers were afraid to be as daring or as original as they had been in the past. These factors led to the end of the Renaissance.